Hey, what's up guys? Tactical Pickle here, and today I'm really excited to bring you guys April's Humble Bundle Monthly. So what is Humble Bundle Monthly? It's a monthly gaming subscription service where you're offered a game as soon as you sign up and 6 more to be unlocked on the 6th of the following month. Now, the subscription costs about $12 for the month-to-month with a claim that you receive over $100 worth of games. Now this sounds very familiar to Ubercrate, which I also review on my channel. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can check that out if you haven't done so already. However, Humble Bundle does things a little bit differently. First off, the game that you receive, they're usually always pretty decent. This month's subscription, you unlock The Witness, which is a very highly praised puzzle game. Now, The Witness is normally priced at about $40, however, currently it's on sale on Steam for about $20 at the time of me making this video. That means if you only wanted The Witness, you could pay $12 and get it for this month, and you'd still get an extra 6 games on top of that. Each monthly subscription, though, they reveal 1 to 2 games to be unlocked as soon as you subscribe, so that you can actually decide whether or not it's worth it that month. Another amazing thing about it is when you subscribe, you also receive 10% off every game available within the Humble Bundle store. So let's take a look at this month's games and see how this subscription pans out. Also, if there's any games you are interested in and want me to do either a more in-depth review on or a gameplay video, just comment down below letting me know. So game number 1 is The Witness. This was the game that was offered as an immediate unlock. Now, The Witness has interested me for quite some time, so I was really excited to see it as part of this bundle. This game reminds me a lot of the older puzzle game Myst. You wake up on an island and are met with basic tutorial instructions on how to get going, and that's about it. It's an open world game with a ton of puzzles that range in difficulty, with some being extremely challenging. It's also a very visually stunning game as you explore the island solving puzzles. When I started playing it, I found myself being pulled in as I tried to discover what was going on. You come across puzzles which you solve, but they don't really tell you what they unlock. So there's no real indication on what you triggered. It in itself is a puzzle that you're trying to solve. The Steam page says that this game has over 500 puzzles, and I believe it. I found myself 2 hours in and barely scratching the surface. Now I could stop the review here and I'd already be satisfied that I got more than my $12 worth of value from this month's subscription, but there's more. Number 2 on the list is Layers of Fear Masterpiece Edition. This game would have to be the biggest surprise on the list. The Steam page lists this as a first-person psychedelic horror game with a heavy focus on story and exploration. Now when I read that, I was very interested, so I booted it up to check it out and get some footage. What I found was a very gripping atmosphere and intriguing story that kept me wanting to know more. It takes a lot to get under my skin, but when I was playing this in the daylight at 2 p.m. in the afternoon with my headset on, this game did a good job of creeping me out. I was extremely impressed with what this game had to offer in the time that I played, and I am actually really looking forward to playing more and figuring out the story. Game number 3 is Black Mesa. Another awesome game that I truly wasn't expecting. Black Mesa is a fan-made recreation of Valve's original Half-Life. Now, I never played the original, but I did play a lot of Half-Life 2 and the following add-ons, so I was excited to dive into this. This game looks awesome and plays very smooth for being a fan recreation. You can really tell that the team who worked on it was very passionate about it and updated it very tastefully without losing any of the charm that the original had that made it so popular. It looks and plays just how I remember Half-Life 2 feeling. Running around in the beginning part of the game, I came across something that made me actually laugh out loud. 2 of the NPCs were exchanging dialogue that was clearly a reference to the TPS reports and Working on Saturday from the movie Office Space.
Those TPS reports have gotten progressively worse. Hard to find good help these days. Yes, about that. We're going to need you to come in this weekend. What? I've already made plans. Don't worry. You can always attend the next convention.
Up next we have Kingdom New Lands. This was the first dud on the list for me. It's a 2D side-scroller where you play as a queen building up her new lands. You collect coins by different actions and use them to either recruit new people for your town, upgrade it, or provide weapons and tools. It has a very fast day and night cycle, so when it reaches night, these monsters come out and try to attack your settlement to steal your crown. This game wasn't very interesting to me, so I didn't spend a whole lot of time playing it. From what I did play though, it felt like it was a quality game, and there may be people out there that will appreciate and enjoy it. Coming in at number 5 on the list is Event Zero. This was a game I never heard of, but after reading the brief description, it definitely had me curious. Event Zero is another exploration game, this time set in space. Something goes wrong on your mission to Europa, and your escape pod ends up docking with a 1980s luxury spaceship. So you're left to explore the ship and build a relationship with the onboard computer system called Kaizen to help you get home. Interacting with Kaizen, the onboard AI, you actually have to type in your messages into the terminals located around the environment. According to the Steam page, the AI is capable of procedurally generating over 2 million lines of dialogue. Now that's pretty cool. I do have to say, when you start the game, the intro section takes way too long and there's no way to skip it. However, when you finally make it to the ship and start exploring, it does a great job at setting an eerie tone that draws you in. Game number 6 is Tumblestone. Now, according to their Steam page, they say it's the first original action puzzle game of the last 15 years, but I don't really believe that. Upon playing it, it didn't really feel like there was any original idea at all. A lot of the different elements felt like they were borrowed from other puzzle games and combined to create this game. For a game as a whole, it feels very well made. The art, the game mechanics, and music all fit very well together. Anyone that loves these styles, and I use that term very loosely because remember, this is the first original action puzzle game of the last 15 years, will enjoy this game. The dialogue and the story, however, felt very campy and cheesy, so it gets old really fast. Probably a game I won't ever play again, but far from being a terrible one. So it's a decent addition to this bundle that somebody's going to enjoy, just not me. Lastly, we have Slime Sand. You play as a little blob guy who is eaten by a snake, and you race through 2D side-scrolling puzzles to escape as the stomach acid slowly creeps up. As you progress, you start learning about different powers your blob guy has, which you need to use to solve each of the puzzles. All in all, it was a fairly fun and well-made puzzle game. You play only with the keyboard, so it takes some getting used to, as you have to time a lot of your actions carefully to be successful. This is another game I probably won't play again, but there are plenty of people that will be happy to receive this game as part of their bundle. So that wraps up this month's Humble Bundle Monthly, and I have to say I'm extremely impressed. The Witness alone is worth the $12 I spent on this subscription, and I still received another 3 games I'm excited to play, as well as 2 others that will be of value to someone. On top of all the great games you receive, you also get the 10% discount on all the games in the Humble Bundle store for this month. To add just one more awesome bit to this whole thing is that 5% of all proceeds go to charity, which is pretty amazing in itself. So in conclusion, even though this is my first Humble Bundle Monthly, I can confidently recommend to you to subscribe. You can do the month-to-month plan and cancel at any time without any penalty. This is awesome because they always tell you 1 to 2 games that are available immediately, so you can judge each month whether or not it's going to be of value to you. Next month's bundle is available to subscribe to, and they have Dirt Rally as well as Inside as the immediate download. So thank you guys so much for watching and all the awesome support you guys have been showing with your comments. If there is any game that I received that you want a more in-depth review on, just leave a comment below letting me know so I can go ahead and work on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit that like button because it helps boost the video so more people are able to see it. And hopefully you subscribe so you can see more of the future content that I have coming out. Thanks again everyone for the awesome support.